Hello and welcome. I'm Megan, if we haven't met, and this is my Earth Element Mandala Vinyasa. If you are new to this practice, mandala means circle in Sanskrit, and it just means we're going to move in a circular way around the mat. Sometimes we'll be at the front, sometimes we'll be at the back. So just know where your front is and your back. Have some props nearby. It's nice to have some blocks for this practice. A strap if you know you struggle to kind of catch the foot sometimes. And a bolster, I think, is always nice. Get what you need, and I'm going to meet you lying down on the back in Shavasana. Finding your way onto the back of the body. Letting the whole body become heavy. Feeling the body make an imprint on the mat beneath it. Actively rooting down into the earth. Now, the element of earth is connected to our root chakra, Muladhara. Muladhara, translating from Sanskrit to English to root support. When balancing through this element and this chakra, we're focusing on creating stability, on building strength and finding structure within the shapes so that we can then grow upwards and away. We can begin to flourish. Just like a tree has this deep root system connecting it to the earth. This then allows the tree to grow up towards the sun. So as we stay here for a moment longer, you can begin to visualize this deep root system growing out and away from you, connecting you into the earth. Perhaps visualizing the color red at the base of the spine. Feeling this root system grow wide. The element of earth connects us to our physical body, to Annamaya Kosha, the outer layer of the cell. So begin to bring your awareness back into the physical body, into the hands, the fingers, the toes. And then we're going to begin to lift the legs up to the sky. Finding like a waterfall position here, soft bend in the knees. Just begin to move into your feet. Circling the ankles, stretching the feet, spreading the toes wide. Noticing any little clicks or cracks that you might be feeling. Change direction, spread the toes wide. Pressing the heels away, really flexing through the feet. We'll then draw the knees in towards the chest and rock up a couple of times along the spine. Good. Find your way up into a tabletop position. And bring your hands under the shoulders. Spreading through the fingers, tuck the toes under. As you inhale, soften the belly, lift the chest, gaze up. Exhale, round through the back, push the ground away, broaden between your shoulders. Twice more like that, grip the mat with the fingers. Inhale, Hasta Bandha, engaged. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone under, broaden through your back. Last time, inhale, lower the belly, lift the chest, gaze up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone under. Good. Now come back through to this neutral position and begin to walk backwards in space so that you're sitting on the heels. We find a toe stretch. Tuck the toes under. Draw the palms to the knees and draw the shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in and breathe out. When working with this element, we bring our awareness to the parts of our body that connect us to the earth, and our feet so often are what do that. We spend our lives walking around on the feet, and we often just shove our feet into these tight shoes and give them no love. So even if this is uncomfortable, we are loving the feet. Take a few more moments here. Softening into the sensations. One more. Good. You're going to bring your hands down to the mat. Tap the tops of the feet down and out. Good, and then tuck your toes, rock your hips back. Now we're not going to stay in downward facing dog. We're going to walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Drawing the hands under the shoulders, take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the thighs, bring the chest towards the thighs and find a ragdoll version of your Uttanasana here. So letting everything become heavy. Maybe there's a gentle sway from side to side as you shift the weight between the feet. Maybe the weight comes back towards the heels and the toes lift, spread them wide. As you shift back forwards, root them down, maybe lift the heels. Then find your body in space, rooting down through all four corners of the feet. Take an extra breath here. Good. Bring the hands back down towards the earth. Inhale, look up. And exhale, walk it back out to downward facing dog. Grip through the hands, draw the heels towards the earth. Let's get ready for our first mandala. Move and breathe slow. You might need blocks. Inhale, slowly lift the right leg to the sky. Lead with the heels. Exhale, place the foot behind your hands. As you inhale, look up and lengthen. As you exhale, straighten the right leg, pyramid pose. Inhale, drop the left heel, reach the left arm to the sky. Triangle, Trikonasana, look up. Keep hold of the ankle, exhale, forward fold as you spin the toes to the long edge of the mat, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, go to the back, lower your right knee to the earth. Anjaneyasana, keep the fingers down. Exhale, straighten the left leg, bow and fold, half splits. Inhale, rebend the leg, step to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, come down halfway. Roll over the toes, lift the chest, breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Exactly the same, right leg lifts, breathe in. Exhale, step the foot behind your hands. Look up as you breathe in. Straighten that right leg as you breathe out. Bow, pyramid pose. Inhale, Trikonasana, left arm comes to the sky, open up to the side. Exhale as you spin your toes to the long edge of the mat and forward fold. To the front, inhale, lower the right knee down, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten your left leg, bow and fold. Inhale, rebend the leg, step to plank. Exhale, come down halfway. Lift your chest, breathe in, upward facing dog, thighs engaged. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Connect the hands to the mat, inhale. And send the weight towards the heels. Breathe for 2. Draw shoulders away from the ears, a long spine for 3. Good, other side, left leg lift, slowly breathe in. Step the foot behind your hands as you breathe out. Look up on the inhale. Exhale, straighten that left leg, forward fold. But as you breathe in, open the right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, spin the toes to the long edge and fold. To the back, breathe in, lower the left knee down, look up. Exhale, straighten your right leg and fold. Breathe in, rebend the leg, step to plank. Exhale, bend your elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, lift the chest, squeeze the thighs. Roll over the toes, exhale, Urdhva Mukha. Left leg lifts once more, breathe in. Exhale, step the foot behind your hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, straighten that left leg and fold. As you breathe in, reach the right arm to the sky, Trikonasana. Exhale, spin the toes to the long edge, take the ankles and bow. Inhale, back to the front, left knee lowers, look up. Exhale, straighten your right leg and fold. Inhale, rebend the leg, step to plank. Bend the elbows, come halfway down, exhale. Roll over the toes, lift the chest. Downward facing dog. 3 steady breaths. Breathe in as you push the palms into the earth. And send the weight into the heels. Breathe for 2. Steady breath. And 3. Now as you inhale, look forwards, come onto the toes, bend your knees. Step, hop, float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, look up. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, reach high, root to rise. Palms together, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath in. And a breath out, Tadasana, mountain pose. Root through the feet, stretch the fingers wide. Breathe in. And breathe out. Same, but a little bit different. Inhale, the arms come high, look up, stretch tall. Exhale, fold over your thighs, Uttanasana. Look up and lengthen as you breathe in. Plant the palms, step, hop, float. Bend your elbows, come down halfway. Lift the chest, breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Lift the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. As you exhale, step behind the hands and fold straight away. Remove the extra breath. Inhale, open the left arm to the sky. Exhale, spin the toes, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to the back, low lunge, drop the right knee. Exhale, straighten the left leg, and we're gonna stay. Stretch your fingers as far as they go, breathe in. And bow over that front leg as you breathe out. 2 more breaths, root through the left heel. And stretch the toes towards the face. Last breath, half Hanumanasana. Good, as you inhale, rebend the leg. Exhale, step it back, bend the elbows. Your left leg might stay lifted. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, the right leg's gonna lift. Again, breathe in. Exhale, step the right foot behind your hands and fold, pyramid. Inhale, open the left arm to the sky, look up. Exhale, spin the toes to the long edge of the mat and fold. To the front, inhale, lower the right knee down just for a moment. Exhale, straighten the leg. Now get some momentum. Inhale, standing splits, right leg lifts. Exhale, chest to thigh. Left hand might come behind your left ankle. Right hand might come behind your left ankle. 2 more breaths, steady. Root down through the left big toe. Good. Bend the left leg, step the right toes back. Inhale, three-legged vinyasa. Bend the elbows, exhale. Lift through the chest, breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. 5 breaths, downward facing dog. Child's pose, or maybe you're lowering your forearms at the same time. Pinchamayurasana or Shishasana, forearm or headstand. Maybe there's a hop as you send your legs to the sky. See how it feels to flex the feet as you find a really engaged back line of the body. Engaging through the posterior chain, maybe tucking the chin to the chest, root through the palms. Another breath. Beautiful. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Ready for the left side. Left leg lifts as you breathe in. Step the left foot behind your hands, forward fold as you breathe out. Inhale, open it to Trikonasana, right arm to the sky. Exhale, spin to the long edge and fold. To the back, breathe in, lower the left knee down. As you breathe out, straighten the right leg, we stay there. Active with your fingertips, breathe in. Fold over the right leg as you breathe out, keep digging the heel into the mat. Drawing the toes to the face, final breath. Good, rebend your right leg, plant the foot, step back. Maybe the leg stays lifted. As you bend your elbows, lift the chest, inhale. A downward facing dog as you exhale, one more time, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot behind your hands, forward fold, pyramid. Inhale, open your right arm to the sky, triangle. Exhale, spin to the long edge and fold, prasarita. Inhale to the front, you know where we're going, lower the left knee. Exhale, straighten the right leg, get a little bit of momentum. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale to fold over your right leg. Maybe the right hand comes behind the ankle. Maybe the left hand comes behind the ankle. 4, 3. 2 more breaths. Focus on pressing the foot into the earth. Last one. Beautiful. Bring the hands down. Step the left toes back. Inhale. Bend your elbows as you exhale. Heart pulls forwards, up dog. Downward facing dog. As you exhale, now you have the same choices. Couple of breaths to explore. Maybe the forearms come back to the earth. Maybe you're resting in a child's pose, hugging the legs together. Perhaps you're somewhere else. Maybe Shashasana, bound headstand. Slow the breath down. Bringing balance back to the breath, finding Samavriti. Good. When you're ready, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards to the hands, come onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, fly to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, we lengthen. Exhale, we bow and fold. Root to rise. Inhale, reach the palms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, the hands come together in front of the heart. Take a couple of breaths, feeling both feet connected to the earth. Reaching the hands either side of the body, stretching the palms away, embodying the qualities of a mountain. Deeply connected to the earth, but always growing upwards too. Strong and steady in space. Connect both feet to the earth. We'll take a vinyasa to downward facing dog. Inhale, the arms rise, look up. Exhale, bow and fold over your thighs. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, root the palms down. Exhale, step, hop, float. Bend your elbows. Lift the chest, breathe in. Downward facing dog. As you breathe out, we're going to move on from that main sequence for now. As you inhale, the right leg's going to lift to the sky. As you exhale, draw the knee towards your nose, step the foot between the hands and ground your left heel. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana, bend the right leg. Draw the palms together. Look up towards the hands, lifting high as you breathe in. And bending that front leg as you breathe out, both hip bones pressing forwards in space. Grounding through the pinky edge, side of the left foot. Another breath, breathe in. Can you sink into the feet a little bit deeper as you breathe out? Now separate the palms, inhale, begin moving that back foot. Warrior two as you exhale. Big wide stance. Look forward to the right middle finger and sink into the legs. Pelvis tucks under. We're rooting through the feet, really finding stability through the lower half of the body. Another moment here. Strong. Good. Straighten your right leg and we're going to bring the back foot just a little bit closer. Trikonasana will stay. Inhale, reach forwards with your right hand. Exhale, right hand towards the shin, maybe to a block. As you root down and lift that left arm to the sky, look up. Draw your shoulders backwards in space. Breathe into lift. Roll the left hip open as you breathe out. A few more here. Good. Feeling the feet connected to the earth. Feeling that upward lift of that top hand. One more. Good. Bring your gaze down. Both hands circle towards the earth. We step the back foot in just a little bit closer, finding that pyramid fold once more. Breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Now, you might go a little bit deeper into your pyramid this time. I like to interlace the fingers behind that left leg, slide them down and draw the chin towards the right shin. Go to your depth. Embrace the wobbles. Root down through the right big toe, drishti towards the toe. Another breath. Good. Release. Ground through your right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky, standing splits. Exhale, fold over that leg. Now you might stay here in standing splits. You might bring one more hand away from the earth that you didn't do last time. Maybe both hands come up towards your hips. You find like a toppling tree. Maybe you're shifting the weight into the hands, hopping up to a handstand. Couple of hops, maybe finding a moment of balance. Breathe where you are. Good. The left leg's going to step back, wide. Spin the toes to the long edge of the mat. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Crown of the head goes towards the earth. You're making a triangle with the head and the two hands. Draw the elbows in. Maybe the crown of the head comes to the earth. If you like taking tripod headstand, there's an opportunity to shift the weight forwards into the toes and to float the legs, bringing the feet together at the top. Breathe. If you're in wide-legged forward fold, send the weight forwards into the toes. Feel light on the heels. Another breath. Stretching the hamstrings. Good. As you inhale, we lift the chest, we look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee down. Breathe in to lift your chest. As you breathe out, straighten your left leg. Now, blocks are very useful here. Really nice to place blocks under the hands. Otherwise, it's pretty tricky, but you can do it. Push into the palms and make a really angry cat shape with the back of the body, protracting your shoulders. As you inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, lower it down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, last time, compress the hip flexor. Inhale, lift. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Lower the leg down. Rebend that left leg, bring your hands down. Step it back through a vinyasa. Maybe the left leg comes up. As you roll forwards to plank and bend the elbows. Breathe in as you lift the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Arrive. Beautiful. So we're facing the back of the mat, pushing the ground away, root through the left foot. As you inhale, the right leg raises to the sky, nice and slowly. As you exhale, draw your right knee towards your nose. Round the back, place the foot between the hand, runner's lunge. Now stay super active on your fingers. You're going to draw the left knee to your chest. As you come to standing, catch the knee or your big toe. Find your drishti. Inhale, lift to standing. Right hand comes to the hip. Balance. Press the heel away. Draw the toes to your face. So root down. Steady breath, steady gaze. That right foot is working super hard. Keep lengthening through the back of the left leg, pressing the heel away. Another breath. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana B. Open the leg to the side. Maybe look over the right shoulder. Root down through the right big toe. Slow breath. Draw the leg back in. Kiss the knee. And then release the leg. Hold it there for 3. Tall spine 2. Draw the left knee to your chest. Extend your left leg back through warrior 3. Hands super active, either side of your body just to transition. Bend your right leg. Step your left toes long. Spin your right toes in. Lift the chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades and your elbows together. Little back bend. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Prasarita Padottanasana B. Finding extension through the front of the body. Tilting the weight forwards into the feet, bringing the chin to the chest. Breathe. Stretching the back of the hamstrings. Good. Last breath. Draw your hands under the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's go to the front to lower the right knee down just for now. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, you're going to straighten the left leg and step your right foot a little bit closer, coming back for that pyramid setup. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, we're finding a slightly deeper variation. Maybe. Fingers come back in space. You bend your back leg and you pick your right foot up towards the bum. Humble flamingo. Balance on the fingers. Press the left foot down. Stay for a moment longer. Right foot comes back to the earth if it lifted. Wow. Step the right foot back. Step the left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. And take that vinyasa or go straight back to downward facing dog. It's your choice. We'll meet in the same place. Noticing how it feels to have both hands and both feet connected to the earth now after that extended period of time. Balancing on one leg. This So many points of contact can feel really luxurious. Let's try and embody this sense of stability and structure in every asana. Getting ready for the left side. Lift the left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between the hands. Warrior one, ground your right heel. Breathe in to rise. Palms come together, gaze is up towards the hands. Your right hip is dragging forwards as the left hip drags back. Breathe. Rooting down through the back pinky toe of the right foot and pressing into all four corners of the left. Another breath. Good. Separate your hands. Inhale, begin to move that back foot. Exhale, warrior two. Take up space. Root down through the feet. Tuck the tailbone under. Gaze is focused on that front middle finger. Can you pull the feet apart just a little bit more? Good. Let's straighten the left leg. Bring the right foot a little bit closer. Trikonasana. Inhale, reach forwards with the left hand. And as you exhale, place. Left hand may be on a block as the right hand reaches up towards the sky. Root down through that bottom hand. Through the feet as you energetically lift up through the right palm. Twist the torso. Can you engage the muscles on the inside of the left leg, engaging the quadriceps? Just breathe. Drishti up as long as it's okay on your neck. Keep pressing into that back big toe. Good. The first thing to move is your drishti. Look down. Bring both hands down towards the mat. Remove any props and step your right foot closer to set up for that pyramid pose again. As you inhale, look up, pull the left hip back. Exhale, we fold over the left leg. If you took the variation on the other side, interlacing the hands behind the back of the right leg and sliding them down maybe. Rooting through the feet, drawing the chin towards the shin. Crown of the head, rooting down towards the earth. Find your body in space. The feet super active. Pada Bandha. Good. Another breath. Release. Both hands come to the mat. As you inhale, right leg shoots to the sky. Standing splits. Maybe you're playing around here, perhaps bringing the hands up towards the sky, stretching through the fingers. Maybe you're bringing your hands to the mat, taking a couple of kicks in handstand, or you're just chilling with both hands on the earth. Good. Wherever you are, take a moment longer. And then let that left foot come back down. If it lifted, bend your left leg, your right toes go far and wide. Spin your toes to the long edge of the mat. Come up halfway, interlace your hands at the sacrum. Palms together, squeeze the shoulder blades, breathe in. Fold into Prasarita Padottanasana, C. Chin to chest, drawing the hands away from you. Weight forwards into the toes, stretching the hamstrings. Breathe. Steady Samavriti breath. Keep pressing into your big toes. Good, and let's release the hands, bring them under the shoulders. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, going to the back of the mat. Frame your right foot. Lower your left knee down. Let's take our blocks. Send your hips back in space. Straighten the right leg. Push the palms into your blocks. Angry cat with the spine. Protraction of the shoulder blades as you inhale. Lift the right leg. Exhale, lower it down. Twice more. Inhale, pick the leg up. Exhale, lower it. One more time. Inhale, lift. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg. Rebend your right leg. Move the blocks and step it back through a vinyasa of choice. We'll meet together. Downward facing dog. You can definitely take a moment to drop to the knees and take a child's pose here. But finding structure wherever you are, really pressing through the palms. If you're in down dog, sending the weight towards the heels, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, finding a long spine. If you're in child's pose, let's meet together in downward facing dog and begin to lift the left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the left knee to your nose, step the foot between your hands. Now come onto your fingertips. On an inhale, you're going to catch the right knee or big toe. Balance on the left foot. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, rooting through the left foot, drawing the right hip back. Press the heel away, toes to the face. Focus your drishti. Good. Utthita B. Open the right leg to the side. Left hand can stay on the hip. Maybe the gaze goes over the left shoulder. Back through center, breathe in. Kiss the knee. And release the leg. Hold it there for 3. For 2, I know. For 1. Knee to the chest. Warrior 3, just as a transition. Extend that right leg back, point the toes down, and then step your right toes back. Spin your toes to the long edge of the mat once more, and take your 2 peace fingers under your big toes. Final wide-legged forward fold. We've done them all. Prasarita Padottanasana, lift the chest. D. Exhale, open the elbows wide. If it's too much for you to take the big toes, take the Achilles. Weight forwards into your toes. Long spine, crown of the head pulling down. Good. Really lifting the elbows up as you press the big toes down into the fingers, last moment. Good, inhale, lift the chest, bring the hands under your shoulders. And one more time, we come back to the front of the mat. Lower your left knee down, inhale, little lunge. Exhale, you're gonna step your left foot forwards in space now. Both hips point forward, setting up for one more pyramid. Now there are options. Maybe the hands are coming back in space and we're moving towards that humble flamingo. Point the fingers away from you, tent the hands. Bend your left leg and pick the foot up. Hold it for 3. Broaden the back, 2. And 1. Good. Lower that back leg down. Wow, I hate that pose so much. Step through your vinyasa, hop, step, fly, however you wish to get there. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Feel, feel, feel. Ah, what is going on in the body? Maybe there's a child's pose for a moment. Maybe there's a little sway of the hips from side to side. Just observe what is happening in the physical body. There is a really beautiful quote that I love when I think about this element. It comes to me every time. It's an old African proverb that reads, "When the roots are deep, there is no need to fear the wind." And I think that that's just such a beautiful concept that reminds us that as long as we have strong foundations, whatever comes at us in our lifetimes, we can make our way through. And it's practices like this, like yoga, that provide us with solid foundations, that provide us with a home wherever we are, even when things get tricky. I love that so much. Let's meet in a downward facing dog if you're not there. Root through the left foot as you inhale, reach the right leg to the sky. Exhale, draw the right knee towards your nose and step the foot between your hands. Lower your left knee down. Good, we're nearly there. Take an inhale here. And an exhale to straighten the right leg. Now you can absolutely stay here in a half split, or we're gonna begin to move forwards to a full Hanumanasana. Full splits. Now don't worry if your full split doesn't look like a full split, doesn't matter. Maybe there's a block under that right hamstring, maybe there's blocks either side of you, but find your edge. Breathe into your physical body and soften the edges. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Find a little bit of peace in the discomfort, and if you get down really easily into your splits, make sure your legs are active. If you want to fold, fold. Explore the shape, it's your practice. Last breath. Good. Let's slowly draw that right leg in. Bend your right leg, lift up, and we're just going to spin to the back of the mat. A little bit like rocket yoga. Lower the right knee down and straighten that left leg. If you took your props along with you, find them once more and begin to move towards your full Hanuman. Doesn't have to be a perfect split. My left hamstring doesn't want to do that today. That's okay. Find your edge. Soften into it. Maybe the toes are stretching in towards the face, finding active engagement of the back of the leg. Breathe. Steady, slow breaths. Let's take one more. Good. Slowly begin to drag that left leg back in. We're at the back of the mat now. Tuck your right toes under and we'll sweep the left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Bring both feet together. Downward facing dog. Now, still at the back of the mat, we're going to find our way down to seated. If you want to explore a little jump through, I like to place 2 blocks under my hands. Bring the feet together and shorten the stance of my downward facing dog. Look forwards, come to the toes. Bend your knees, become really small. And extend the legs through as you sit down onto the bum. Lift through the sternum, breathe in. Arms rise by the ears. Paschimottanasana, exhale. 2 peace fingers around your big toes. If they reach, or take the calves. Ankles, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows and fold. Breathe in. And soften as you breathe out. Steady breaths. Slow the heart rate down. Toes keep stretching towards the face as you root the heels down. Growing from the base of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. We edge deeper and deeper. Good. Last breath. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, come all the way out. Bring your hands behind you. Push the big toes down to the earth. Reverse plank. Inhale. Squeeze the glutes as you exhale. Maybe the throat opens. We stay for 3. Big toes down. 2. And 1. Lower the bum down. Bend your left leg. Right leg stays extended. The arms are going to come towards the sky. Breathe in. And we're going to twist left arm to the outside of your right foot. Bring your right arm back in space. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, drop the thumb. Wrap the arm behind the back of your body. Go towards your left pocket. Breathe in. Lift the crown of the head. Exhale, twist and draw that shoulder back in space. 2 more breaths. Stretch the right toes. As you pull on the foot, the ankle, the calf, wherever you reach. Last breath. Good. Look forwards. Release this right arm. Bring it to the inside of the foot, ankle, calf. Look up. Exhale, open the elbows away as you bring your chin to your shin. Janu Shashasana. Breathe. The breath allowing you to slide further into the shape as you stay. 2 more. Last one. Good. Lift the gaze. Exhale, come out. And we're just going to switch the legs. If you want to jump back, take a jump through, go for it. Reach the arms to the sky, breathe in. Right hand goes to the outside of your left foot. As the left arm reaches back in space, big stretch. Drop the thumb, wrap it behind the back of your body. Towards your right inner thigh, inhale, the crown of the head lifts tall. Exhale as you draw that left shoulder backwards in space, root down the heel, draw the toes to the face. Twisting a little deeper, last breath. Good. Bring your gaze forwards. Release the arm. Place your left hand inside of your left foot. Inhale, look up. Exhale, open the elbows away from one another, chin to shin or knee. Folding deeply. Slow the breath. One more. Good. As you inhale, the gaze comes up. Exhale, come all the way out. Now this time we are going to cross the ankles. We're going to plant the palms. We're going to jump to chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to start to slow down. Take a breath in. And a deep breath out through an open mouth. Release. On your next inhale, roll forwards to a plank pose. Exhale, come all the way down onto your belly. Good. So now we're going to find Sphinx pose. Arms come out in front of you, elbows under the shoulders. Palms in front of the elbows. Lift the chest. So when we're working with the element of earth in our yoga practice, there's a lot of forward folding. There's a lot of bowing towards the earth. A lot of hamstring lengthening, a lot of heaviness. Now to find balance, we stretch open the front of the body, balancing with the element of air, finding spaciousness now. Sometimes I like to bring a bolster behind the backs of my arms here to support myself if I really want to take it in a super yin way. And you can stay exactly as you are or begin to press into your palms and find a seal pose. Stretching, open the heart. Opening the throat, maybe dropping the head back if that feels good in your body. Wow, I can really recommend doing this practice outside with the sun on your face. So beautiful. Slowly bring the elbows back down to the earth if they lifted, and draw the elbows out to the side. Coming down onto your belly, bring your hands under your face, your forehead like a pillow, and just gently rock your hips from side to side. Now we're just going to do a 180 roll over onto the back. I'm going to take my bolster. If you've got one, bring it with you. And we'll meet on the back. And the bolster is going to come under your hips horizontally. So bring the soles of the feet down, lift the hips, roll the bolster so that it lands under your sacrum. And then have a little wiggle of your hips from side to side. Now you can choose whether you keep the soles of the feet connected to the mat here, or you begin to straighten the legs. Letting the feet drop outwards to the side and maybe then reaching the hands over the head. Allowing the whole front of the body to stretch open. I like to visualize the breath here, moving from the toes all the way up to my fingers as I breathe in, and then washing back over the body as I breathe out from my fingers all the way to my toes. This joyful, expansive breath. Just journeying back to that old African proverb that reads, when the roots are deep, there is no need to fear the wind. I think that oftentimes in life, the way that we build stability and find strength is by moving through periods of instability. When things get a little bit rocky or rough, we come out stronger in the end. And in our asana practice, this is very reflective too. We all know that standing on one leg is not easy. Wobbling around, balancing on one leg, or trying to balance on the hands or on the forearms is not an easy feat. But that sense of achieving, that sense of coming out the other end is what makes us feel so strong within ourselves, really rooted within our own bodies. There is this trust that's developed with the hands or with the feet, whatever it is that connects us. And that's beautiful. We have this root system that holds us. We'll begin to bend the legs again when you're ready. And this time we're going to straighten the legs up to the sky, just as we did at the beginning, but let's have a little shake of the legs instead. A very somatic shaking. The legs did a lot in this practice. And when you've had enough, just let the knees go soft. Feel this lightness in the legs, this part of the body that carried us pretty much throughout the whole practice. So light, so weightless now. One by one, we'll let the feet come back onto the earth. Pressing into the soles of the feet, lift your hips and roll the bolster to behind the backs of your knees. Shavasana. Fully connected to the earth once more. Supported, rooted, steady, stable, safe, grounded in who you are. Let your mind wander back to that root system that's growing beneath you, far and wide. Meditate upon this for a couple of minutes. Feel free to pause the video there and allow that Shavasana to be much longer. And if you're ready to close, we'll draw the hands together at heart center. Pushing the palms together, feeling the pelvis, the sit bones connected to the earth. Growing upwards from the base of the spine, rooting down into the earth, and growing up towards the sun. Perfectly balanced, steady and stable. Thank you for sharing this practice with me wherever it finds you. I hope that it served you in some way. I hope and that it's a reminder to you that you are strong and you are stable and that you can do whatever you put your mind to.